Hi, I'm Robert Maxfield. I'm a concert and music photographer in Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas, and welcome to Max Concert Photography, where we talk everything concert photography related, and sometimes we even talk general photography too. Today we're recording one of the most important videos on photography you probably see all year on YouTube. Before we go out on a photo shoot of any kind, we have to do preparation, and a lot of times that's done the day before. It is not unusual for us to charge anywhere from 8 to 14 batteries every time right before we go out on a show. When you use something like this, you didn't have to have electric power. But today in modern digital cameras, every single digital camera that you use has electrical power to advance the frame, to do your autofocusing, to run the screens and the inputs and everything that you have to absorb the light with the sensor. All of that takes electrical power. Modern mirrorless cameras can be very, very power hungry, and like this one that I'm showing you right here that we're taking doing our video with. When we do that kind of thing, when we take it out to shoot concert videos or take it just about anywhere when we're traveling, we have to make sure that we have enough battery power to keep it running. And in Sony wisdom or whatever, when you bought the camera new, it did not come with a brick for charging. It came with just a USB cable and the battery, and you plugged it into a brick if you had one, or you plugged it into your computer, and it charged one battery at a time, which is a royal pain in the neck. So what we did is we went out and we purchased a battery replacement. And basically it's a battery that goes in the bottom and has a cord hanging out of it and plugs into the electric for the wall. And that's used for making videos in the studio like we are today. Then we also purchased one of these little jewels, which has two batteries, and it plugs up and you can charge two different batteries at the same time. What we were doing was we were charging one single battery at a time, and it took forever. And this makes a big difference. We bought the unit on Amazon, and it came with two batteries. The cost of it was $45, and man, you can't beat that. The unit allows us to charge two batteries at a time, and that saves a lot of time and effort. And we were doing the same thing with our Nikon DSLRs, but we were doing it one at a time with one of these. And that, I had 4 or 5 of these laying around the house, and I had them plugged in to everything in the world you can imagine. But that caused a big hassle because these things are very, very fragile. If you drop one, even half a foot off the floor, it can break it. And we had some generic substitutes that we bought from B&H, and they work really well. But what we just recently bought was this one from Small Rig, and it came with two batteries in it, and the batteries work pretty good too, and it cost $42, which is cheaper than buying one standard Nikon battery, just one battery. As a rule, that makes up 6 total batteries on top of that, so that makes it 8 instantly. And one of the things we do is we buy batteries. 90% of our cameras all use the same EN-EL15 battery from Nikon, and these things are $70 a piece. We buy them used a lot of times from B&H, and we get them for half the price. You can also buy generic ones. They work pretty well, and it saves you a lot of time and money to have multiple. I keep a fanny pack with generally when we're going out for a photo shoot, I carry 2 outside of the cameras, and then inside the cameras I carry 1 that's normally on board, and then our cameras have if I can get it off here. Our cameras, this is unbelievable. We use these, and what they do, these grips carry one battery also in them. And this grip, if you were to buy it brand new from most camera dealers online, it runs roughly $406 to $426. I bought this one used from B&H, and I paid $54.95 for it, and it's in what they call level 9 condition, which is really good. It came with the box, it came with the holders, it came with all the instructions, it came with everything you need. $55, $54.95 is a lot cheaper than $406, so I don't have a problem using used, and I have one on each of the D800s that we use to take and shoot concerts with. In the Nikon's case, it gives you all the controls on the back, so you can photograph this way or this way, and you've got the grip here and all your controls right here. Your focusing and your metering right here, so you can adjust that. So it gives you the ability to go horizontal and vertical real easy, and gives you a good handful. Now with those batteries, in May we do a festival that lasts 3 days, and I'll charge them on Thursday. We'll do Friday, all day Friday, and we'll do all day Saturday, which is generally from 9 o'clock in the morning till midnight on Saturday, before we have to recharge batteries. And then when we'll do is when we get home, we'll take and put the batteries on the charger and recharge before we start again at 9 o'clock in the morning on Sunday. So by having multiple cameras and multiple batteries, it eliminates a lot of problems. If you have a failure of any kind like that, it just takes that out of the works. So generally I'll carry 6 EL15s. We'll carry 2 to 3 of the Sony batteries for the ZV-E10, and then we'll carry 2 brand new cameras that not many people think about that still need to be charged. And this is the iPhone 17, the new Apple, and the reason we just got these is because they are supposedly the best for video in their class. And this is the Pro version. It's got 3 lenses on it, and I've just started playing with it, but these need to be charged also. And the reason we got them is they do multiple functions. They keep our notes, they keep our agendas, our things like that. They take great video and do a lot of the photo work that we're going to do in some cases, like pictures of crowds. And this is a new addition, but it also has to be charged. So one of the most important things in photography to remember is to have your batteries charged and in the quantities you need them, so that when you do your work, you can get it done. And if it means buying multiple units like these to get it done, they're not expensive, and believe it or not, they actually come with batteries in most cases, and those batteries work pretty good. So there's nothing worse than getting to a place and going, oh man, I don't have enough battery, or having to sweat because you've taken a lot of photographs. You're one of these spray and pray guys. You shot 2,000, 3,000 shots. You go, I don't have any battery. Having extra batteries, having the equipment that can take those extra batteries and use them, buying batteries in at a decent price, and having multiple to charge saves you time, effort, and a lot of headaches. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week. Later.